out good. It's been a while since I started up a video, and definitely haven't done one since I left home. We got that last one, the home run. So what I figured out what I'd do was, since I'm heading west, literally towards a town called Emporia, Kansas. That's where I'm going to drop off today. So since I'm heading west and I'll be driving while it's sunset, let's catch the sunset. Why not? Because anybody that knows geography knows that the sun sets to the west, the sun rises from the east. Well, one day I might catch a sunrise, but that's early. And also, me doing a video early in the morning, yeah, not a friendly person. Anyway, hopefully everything sounds good. Trying to do a little music in the background so we can have something to chill to. I thought about doing some kind of story time thing while we're doing it, but I'm still trying to figure that one out. I don't know. One thing at a time, I guess. I mean, hell, got it to where everything else can work. I think I may or may not have finally figured out a title for these videos. Thinking probably Tripping with Butters. Why not, you know? It's got an interesting name that might catch some attention. It still kind of fits. Better than the names I've been coming up with. I'm trying to make sure the volume's not too loud. I hope not. Just the difference between streaming and doing YouTube, which is kind of the same thing, but you know, if things are too loud, somebody will be like, hey, it's too loud. And I can adjust as I go. This, well, hope and a prayer. So we'll see. So anyway, and then Emporia, Kansas. I came all the way from Augusta, Georgia, where I had a drop-off actually in Savannah, Georgia. Didn't get a chance to go to the beach there, but I have actually been under the weather for the past week. Ooh, yeah, it's easy coming up there. Big old ram right up my butt. Don't take that out of context. No ramming in my butt. Downfall for semi-truck drivers is that a lot of them have to deal with governors and like speed regulations and shit like that. So here we are at a we are on Interstate 70 right now, which is like right in the middle of America, going from east to west. There we go. And the speed limit is 70 miles an hour right now. But most truck drivers are regulated to about 65. Not all. I have definitely been blown by a fucking semi-truck, that is for sure. Ain't nothing more holy crap than a big-ass fucking truck blowing past you at 80 miles an hour. Jesus. Well, anyway. The sun's coming up now. I'm hoping, since it's so condensed and it's not that hot, that my camera doesn't get overheated. It shouldn't be a problem. I didn't put the sun shield on it. Maybe I should sneak that on? Hold on, let me sneak that on real quick. Hopefully I don't screw the camera up when I do it. Man, no, you know what? No, I'm not gonna worry about it. The sun isn't being too direct. It's not too hot. It's about 85 degrees. According to my van, anyway. I would check and see what the actual temperature is, but that requires stopping the recording. So, you know, because I activate the camera using my phone through an application that I have. That's generally how that works. At least so I can access the camera from where it's at, because where it's at, I really have to stretch over to go touch it and stuff. And the more you have to really let go of the steering wheel, excuse me, the less you have to let go of the steering wheel, the better. You know? Says the guy that drives with one hand anyway, but you know, who's counting? Get about 44 miles left driving on 70. Like I said, 2 hours left of driving. So I'll probably break this down into 2 episodes on this one. Hopefully we get a really pretty sunrise, sunset. I still keep feeling the music's too damn loud. There we go. I want to make sure because my tablet's playing music, but it's also got my my navigation on there too. This one's pretty simple though. Luckily, I'm gonna find myself at a stop tonight. It's not even 5 minutes away from my drop. My drop is at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm gonna tell you what, this van is stuffed. It really stuffed. There's 3 pallets in here, which you know, I need to figure out the actual dimensions of the van. That way I can start describing that. But 2 of them are all the way to the roof. And what I think it is like a piece of machinery, and the other 2 big pieces are like a whole bunch of filters for it. I'm not sure what it's for. I also can't remember what I'm delivering to. Hold on, let me look at it. What am I delivering? What's the company I'm delivering to here? Oh yeah, Thermal Ceramics. No idea who they are. But who I deliver to is very diverse. It's all over the place. Last week was one of my roughest weeks I had. Coming in at 4,600 miles. 4,600 miles. That's going to be a fat check though. Which is kind of good. I kind of need it right now. Don't ask why. Future developments. Let's go with that. Oh no, not future developments, because that's just putting out the whole situation as that's the reason why my money's so tight. No. Anybody that's in the Discord also saw the ridiculousness that I made my truck into, but whatever. But you know, with this job setup and whatnot, I'll have it back to normal in no time. Well, I'm waiting for this U-Haul to get by here. Let's see. Like I said though, it didn't help that it was a long, busy week. It was also not the healthiest last week. Also apparently dealt with some food poisoning, which I can't. The only person I can be mad about is me. But I think that some of my food got a little old, and because I was so exhausted and tired, I didn't really notice it. So yeah, my stomach's still kind of still not back to normal, but it doesn't hurt as much anymore. That's for sure. It was rough there for a minute. 75. All right. I got to try to make sure not to talk that low too. I do got to be careful. Oh my goodness gracious! Why am I going so slow? I do got to be careful talking too much, because I did have really nasty sore throat last week, and like I'm good. I'm pretty much in recovery, but it's I don't want to irritate anything too much. But I haven't used the camera in a while, and I literally built it all up and I haven't used it yet. And I wanted to catch the sunset. U-Haul, man. Tell you what. Oh God, there's 2 U-Hauls. Well, 1 U-Haul and a trailer. I'm assuming they're not together though. Earlier he wasn't going as fast as me, but now to me, and there's a poor soul behind me. Let me go. I guess I'll go that one again. So yeah, there's that. Hopefully the music sounds good. When I go back to re-listening and recording, I'll see how everything sounds and stuff and adjust. It's still a learning experience. I still have a few things coming and working on. I gotta yell at a couple people, but now like I said, I think I have a title idea. Tripping with Butters. I like the name. It sounds like, it doesn't sound like what it's supposed to sound like, which is good and exactly how I like to do things. So it's fun. It's all about the smoke and mirrors. Yes. There's a stalled vehicle ahead. Bet you there isn't. The only times that there are actual stalled vehicles is when it doesn't tell me. But I feel like there's usually like stalled vehicles, speed traps. What else does Google Map have? Item and road. Is that the only? I think I'm missing one. That's the three I normally hear. But I feel like sometimes it's people trolling. Like they're using Google Maps. Everybody's gonna think there's an item. There ain't shit. Like speed traps. The best way I know that there's a legitimate speed trap is if it shows that there's only one person put in that there's a speed trap, and there might not be. But if it's showing like 9+, you might want to watch your ass. So, yeah, I believe right now I'm in Illinois still. Yeah. No, Missouri. I'm in Missouri right now. That's where I'm at. Yes. Yes, because I crossed through St. Louis. Got a few nice pictures of the NASCAR Raceway in St. Louis. I had to go to a stop and I happened to find it there. I was like, oh, cool. Everybody can go left for hours on end. Let's go left. My green soda. As I'm driving more and more around, I'm starting to get more used to how things work out. Camaro fast. Saw an interesting Camaro today, which I see a lot of Camaros. So to say that I see an interesting one, you know. This one came through, and it was a different paint design on it. And normally it looks stupid, but it kind of looked cool. I would have changed a couple of things, but this Camaro comes through, and that's convertible and nice. The whole left side of the Camaro was black. The whole right side of the Camaro was blue. Straight down the middle. A little different design, but it kind of worked. The only downfall is that the black side was all black, but the blue side had some black in it. Me, I would have reversed it. You know? All black one side with some blue trim, maybe even the rims a little blue. Right side, all blue with everything all black and black trim. It probably would come out sweet. I will say this though, it looked like he didn't have it that long because it had a paper tag on it, so maybe it was a work in progress. But you know, I used to be a big fan of the newer Camaros, but man, there's such a dime a dozen these days. It's insane. I'll see like a Camaro or a Mustang probably like once every couple hours. A little too common for me. And I used to get excited over Corvettes driving around too. Not so much. Did see a Porsche Carrera yesterday though. That was a beautiful beast. Don't get to see too many of the really nice Porsches. There are definitely a lot of Porsches out there, but not the really like super sporty ones. That was pretty. Pretty sure I saw a Lambo recently too. I always keep hoping that I am like driving down the road whenever one of those like across the state, like not racing, but you got the Gumball Run. That's the biggest one out there. But there's a whole bunch of other ones where like really nice cars just try to get over to the other side as fast as possible, and piss off a lot of cops. But they have really nice cars. I always keep hoping that I run into something like that, but not so much. Not so much. Not saying I haven't seen any nice cars. I did see a what year? I want to say 58. Like a Chevy Nomad on the back of a trailer. And it's all done up in racing. It looked like a pace car, but I don't think it was. It was on the back of it. It said race car towing or some happy crap like that. I don't know. But it was still sharp though. It was cool. I bet you it was no joke. My guess is probably a drag car. You know, that's a typical thing to be done. Gotta hear that too much. I'm not sure exactly. Well, let's see. What's this thing? Odessa and Wellington. Oh, what about a major city? There's a lot of vans like mine out there too. But there's a lot of. Yeah, this guy's waiting. Traffic's been a little rough today. He's going faster than me. I don't like that one so much. I got to come up with a good like music playlist. I thought about, like I did a Twilight series on one of the videos, and I like doing that. Unfortunately, I also like the Twilight series, so I finished it myself. And oh well. But I'm thinking about like doing some kind of story thing to where we can listen to a story as we're riding along, and I can save it for whenever I do videos and stuff. Maybe like a book reading, or see if there's like any like people telling stories that are not really copyrighted too much, and see if I can just like, you know, just have those stories go. One thing's for sure, as we get closer to Halloween, I'll definitely do some horror stories. Yes, sir. You are damn right. I wish I could read off the stories myself or do my own readings or whatnot. But, you know, I kind of really can't do that while I'm driving. I could pre-record myself, but that sounds like a lot. That's something to figure out. Who knows? Any ideas what I can do while recording these? I'm willing to listen. You know, what do they normally say? Comment down below. What are things you wouldn't mind listening to while watching me driving down the road, while I'm tripping with Butters. Yeah, I think that name's gonna stick. You know. It's accurate too, because, you know, even though it's not really tripping, everybody knows that I'm a avid pot supporter. So, holy shit. You lost all your speed there, dude. There goes U-Haul again. U-Haul trailer, not the other U-Haul. The other one's still back there behind the other one. Now, if I can figure out at some point how to get a dual camera setup going on, and I'll do like a rear one as well, but that one will be a little bit more difficult to run. Also, I don't know if you can run two cameras at the same time on I don't know if you can, but I'm actually starting to think about it. You know, I need to drop it because I don't want to buy another camera right now. The cameras are not cheap. What? I mean, that one would just need like a power source and a way to sit there. Yeah, but then I would not know if it overheats. Even though it would be outside in the wind. I don't know. Plus, I would have to figure out a way to do a screen within a screen. I'm not up to that level of editing yet, that's for sure. Especially since all I really use is the apps editing. So maybe over time I'll figure something out. Still gotta get used to doing all this stuff. I guess I'm gonna let that van in, but there's nobody behind me, so it'll be fine. Now see, there's another Corvette. It's straight black. Sexy, but hey, I feel like as much as I'm a fan of black cars, I feel like you should always have a way to accent it, even if it's chrome. I'm not a fan of chrome. That's why I took most of it off my truck. Actually, fuck most of it. I took it all off. It's gone. I successfully got it all off. It made me so happy not to see any of that bullshit. Chrome is so ugly. It just looks like the cheap knockoff, and it doesn't last that well either. You can't really polish it. It's bad. It's a minivan. Go back to the left. You do see some pretty interesting vehicles along out here, though. Hopefully we catch something good. 30 cents of gas with a single $60 purchase. Get 30 cents off a gallon for gas if you spend $60 for one run. I don't know about you, but the math don't add up. Let's see here. Let's do some math. So, me and myself, usually when I fill up this van, we'll say, if I were to be totally empty, we'll say 20 gallons. 20 gallons multiplied by 30. 0.3. Let's see here. 660. It's like $6. So if you spend $60, you save $6. Yay. So, is that place? Okay. Yeah. Unless you were somebody that uses that store a lot, which if you do, then yeah, that makes sense. And if you buy stuff, yeah. But even me, who goes to truck stops all the time, I avoid buying anything you would normally use, any necessities, at any kind of convenience type store, because you want to pay some prices, go right ahead. But I will definitely get my energy drinks and stuff like that, because they usually have ways to make you buy more that are cheaper. I typically like to have a Bang energy drink in the morning. Not one of the worst energy drinks out there for you. Granted, all energy drinks are bad for you, but it's more of a vitamin-based energy drink, and there's no real calories. It's not too hard on you. It's definitely no Red Bull, that's for sure. But they usually have it to where you can buy like 2 for $4.50 or something like that. Which, yeah, that's about what you'll either buy at the store or not. Or sometimes they have an offer going at the stops that I go. Buy them on Wednesdays. It's like buy one, get one for $1. So, yeah, those I'll get. Plus, I have room for a bulk amount of them, because I always buy a bulk. Unfortunately, I ain't got that kind of room, especially right now. Yeah, sun's shining right into the camera now, isn't it? Oh, it's the camera again. Oh, God. Yeah, it's a little warm, but it ain't bad. Surprisingly, it's not as hot as I thought it was going to be. I was trying to be smart. Drive during the hotter part of the day. Surprisingly, August has not really been that bad. There has been hot moments, but compared to what I was dealing with in July, not so bad. Not so bad at all. I had ever since I got back on the road, which is a little over 2 weeks now, I have yet to even crank the air conditioner, the portable air conditioner that I have in here, which is good. I am, however, looking forward to the next time I go home and I can leave the portable air conditioner there, because it is in my way. But I will put up with a little less arm room so I don't have to sweat to death. The heater setup for the van is super simple. It's literally a connection straight to the gas, the fuel tank. And it just heats the van up. And it does a pretty bang up job. Definitely did when I first started with it. I am looking forward to the colder weather. I'm looking forward to fall. Soon, very soon. Yeah, I'm definitely doing a lot of talking because I need some Monster. Hydrate. Voice to hydrate. Feel free if there's any questions or whatnot to drop them in the comment as well, or in the Discord, which I'll try to remember putting the Discord link. And again, granted, most of the people are going to be watching this are in my Discord already, because announcements and stuff, and this is also really small, and I'm not really trying to make anything big out of this. I just want to share my drive. Thought about trying to start maybe possibly posting these on Facebook too. I don't know, for family and stuff. Who knows? I have no idea. No idea. Oh wait, no, that might be a bad idea. My mom will appreciate my language. And I'll spit it out that much. figured out how to patch everything together. Yeah, it's about 6:30 right now. Let the video run down a little bit because I need to calm my voice down. See what we find. Who knows? I mean, I've already seen a few interesting things today. There's a oversized load of like 3 different trucks today. Huge tires. Huge tires. Like bigger than this van, and obviously it goes on one of those like big like lane crawler trucks or whatever they're called. But still, holy Lord, it just to see the tire gives an idea how big it is. Another interesting thing I saw today was just pictures in Discord. Craziest thing, fun run. There was a I got to see somebody's foot hanging out the door, which, you know, a foot hanging out the door of a car is like, you know, probably shouldn't be doing that, but whatever, you're relaxing. The problem was the foot was coming out the driver's side. Why? The driver was sticking their foot out the door, out the window, and it was literally on their rearview mirror. And as I drove by even more, I swear to God, it looked like they were just chilling in a recliner. It's like, that's an accident waiting to happen. Either that or they're going to lose a foot. But whatever. Be dumb. Don't take much to lose a life in an accident, that's for sure. Still have yet to see an accident happen around me, but definitely have come close. There's definitely been some close moments for myself as well, because people are dumb. Most recent one, I was coming up the middle lane, somebody's on the left, and this little white car started creeping over to my lane while I was literally like pulling up right next to him. Crossed my lane for a second before they realized what they were doing and came back. I will win. I'm huge. The most gruesome ones I always see those tractor trailers. Holy shit. Do you feel like the music keeps being too damn loud? Is it like increasing itself? Blue Ridge of Rank and Trust Code. Is it hot around everybody else's place? Who knows? Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, you're on my way. Okay, next. Excuse me. Can I come through? Excuse me, kind sir. Excuse me. You know, let me by. I can't go left or right either. There are cars on both sides. I got the U-Haul on me again. The trailer. Damn, you know, screw it. He doesn't want to move out my way. I'll make my own path. Except, I see a police car. Ah, shit. Please, whatever you do, see a cop or somebody on the side of the road, give them space. Okay, I gotta spend that thing. Or at least slow down if you can. Had to speed up a little bit. Obviously, you'll see that. What was I saying? Yeah, kids love. That's your bumper stickers suck. How are we supposed to read what's on your bumper sticker when it's like 5 miles long and we're driving? Thanks for wasting your time. Black. Clear my throat. Oh, I got somebody in my ass. I always think it's funny. I'm always like not really keeping to the speed limit myself, but I'm still getting blown by all the time. I like the ones that get mad when I don't get away. Give me a minute. Already overdoing the speed limit. Yeah, definitely got a lot of voice effects. Not used to talking so much anymore either. That was interesting. What is that? Like a giant Lego construction just went by on the train. Put it where it can explain it to me. We'll see what happens. Okay, he didn't say shit. Fuck. Hell yes. jump. Whee! Ooh, I'm about to end this part of the video. Major ones. From east to west, starting from the south, you got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. And then going north to south, starting from, where does it start from? West to east? Yeah. 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55. 55 I frequent a lot. 65, 75, 85, and 95. 95 literally up the East Coast. It's your major highways in America order. And you got a lot of in-betweens. I think they even, like, I want to actually dissect the whole internet interstate system, because like I said, there's 55, but I've definitely been on 57 a lot too. So I'm always in Midwest or mid. Usually if I go east, I wind up back mid, and I have yet to go west. Farthest west is small tiny part of New Mexico, and it's literally just crossing the border of Texas, so I don't really count it that much, right? Excusez-moi. Excusez. Slow. I think where? Not sure which interstate I'm going to now. Oh, it's 50 West. It's a highway. Oh, I'm going to a highway. Ooh. The second part's going to be interesting. And I say the second part because at this point in time, it has hit 45 minutes on the video, and that's about how long I want to go. Because I don't know how long the battery will last, and I don't want the camera to overheat. So right here is where I'm going to end part one before it shuts itself down. And in a little bit after I switch the battery, I will continue to part two, and that'll be probably broadcast a couple days after the first part is. So I guess I will see you guys then when I turn it on. Until then, bye-bye.